So for kind of a funny story on this, you know, they said, hey, they told us we were gonna get Blazers for the Hall of Fame, and so Bill sends an email, what size are you? And I'm kind of thinking, oh geez. And so everybody replies back, 42, and I'm like, I'm about 46. I said, well, aspirationally, I'm gonna work on it. So my buddy Sean, I gotta get in shape, so I said, hit me a 42. About 2 days ago, I'm over at Nordstrom's, I stopped and I better try on a 42. It's literally like Laurel and Hardy, so I reached out to Ramon and he said, hey Kevin, I knew secretly you're not a 42. So you know what, guys, this is amazing. That video, I mean, I'm actually pretty choked up. Some great teammates, really articulate, strong, great guys I played with over the years. That was very, very special. So I just want to say, in terms of the Mustangs Hall of Fame, I'm completely honored to be up here. I'm so proud. And I want to say thank you to the Mustangs, to David Poole, and to Ramon, and to Maddie, and to everybody in the club. This is a huge honor, and probably the biggest rugby honor I've had in my career. So thank you to all you guys. I also want to say a big congratulations and thank you to Kara Cadden, who I know put a lot of work into this. If this whole rugby thing doesn't work out, I think we got a meeting planning business in order for sure. The next thing I want to do is really say thank you to Bruno and to Bill Fanning. And Bill, San Diego State alumni, so proud of you for what you've done. And Bruno, you know, you started this club, and I owe you a lot. And when I first came to, just like Bill, I saw a flyer, I came out and he said, hey, we need help on the U10s, can you coach? And I said, absolutely, I'm all in. I had no idea how I was going to sneak out of work every Tuesday, Thursday at 3. But what you did, Bruno, is, you know, really because of you, our kids, our community, and my son, I was able to pass on the joy. I love rugby, man, I love it. And I was able to pass that on to him. And for all of our kids out in this community, for them to have the opportunity is just amazing. And there's really two key things that I think that our kids and my son got from it. The first one, and Bill mentioned it, and the top one of all, by the way, is fun. Rugby's so much fun. Who's played rugby? It's a blast. And I think as coaches, you know, you need to keep that in mind. It's got to be fun. And rugby is damn fun. And I know if you saw these pictures up here with the kids doing under the, you know, we had some trick plays and we tried to make it a lot of fun. So fun is important. And the second thing is what rugby gives our young men is they learn lessons. They learn life lessons from this game. And they learn really significant values. And it's my opinion, first of all, I mean, hard work, that's a big rugby value, discipline, accountability, physical fitness, but it's my view that the biggest, the greatest lesson learned, that I've learned, and by the way, it took me a long time to connect the dots. The greatest lesson is a lesson of support, right? Support is what it's all about. And the support of this club, I mean, look what it's grown to, Bruno. It wasn't just you, it wasn't just Fanning, it wasn't just me, it's everybody pulling together. And in rugby, you know, we have we have a very special phrase that's all our own. It's 2 words, with you. Everyone who plays rugby or has played rugby knows those 2 words. I love those words, with you. And that means I am completely with you, right? Supporting you. And that's the first thing we teach the kids. It was the first thing I learned. And what happens is when you first teach your kids, hey, all right, when somebody runs through, you've got to run fast, catch up, and support them. And the way you communicate that is to say with you. Now what typically happens, at least at the U10 age, you teach them that, get in a game, I think Mitchell McKinnon takes off through the line, and he's looking and somebody's about to tackle him and there's no one around, yet there's 5 or 6 kids way back there, 40 yards back, flat-footed, saying, with you! With you! And it's kind of funny because they didn't really they don't really feel like rugby with you means I'm here to support you no matter what. They heard it as meaning, give me the ball, right? I want that ball, I don't care about who's what, but it's about me. And as a matter of fact, that happened in the U10s, and thanks to the great coaches that we had working with us, and the kids, we had great athletes. As a matter of fact, I'll get to that in a minute. I think out of all the kids we got D1 football players, 2 D1 football players. We've got 2 kids in West Point playing rugby right now. We've got used 3 at West Point. All these kids up here in this picture, you gotta see them now. It's amazing, Colorado. But, at first it's really all about me. And what I saw was our players actually learning the value of support. And if you fast forward those same players 2 years later, we were up there, U12s, we went 10-0, we won every game. And really what our players learned and what everybody learns through this is that support delivers great results. Good things happen when you support. And so that's the key takeaway, right, with you. I also want to sort of make that point about the life lessons in rugby and the support value is so important. And I want to say that I had a lot of support, so I'm really honored to get this award. But guys, I'm really just shoulder to shoulder with all the people that helped me and helped our club. And I wanted to just thank them now, because a number of them here, some are not. But Andrew Watnell, who's our great treasurer, he's sort of old hat, he's a Kiwi, guy knows the game, and so he sort of put up with me as I came in on the U10s, him and his son Kyle. So it was great having Andrew, a guy by the name of Terry Ano, who's not with us, but always there. Terry, great man. Bill Janicki, an attorney. So this guy valued make $500 an hour, and he's sneaking out at 3 o'clock to go to, that's a huge commitment. Murray Madem in the early years helped out. Steve LoCicero, who joined my staff as a U12. Now Steve started the Torrey Pines Pop Warner League. So I had the same strategy Bill did. I just got the guy who actually had the league. And we did recruit a lot of players, and Steve, despite some idiosyncrasies with my man Bill, he has been a huge contributor to our club and our community, and I want to really thank Steve for everything he's done. Dan and Susie Tallman helped out quite a bit, and I appreciate their support. Derek Downey, is Derek here?
No, he could be here.
Oh my God, Derek, the first family of rugby. He's the Pied Piper, and it was great having Derek help out. Ray Smith, so I'll tell you a little story about Ray. Where's Ray? Ray's sitting over here. Ray Smith, for those of you, before I moved back to Cincinnati, played for Outback, big rivals of Belmont Shore. So Ray is the legendary prop from Belmont Shore. He brings his son, Ray Jr., out, and he's kind of looking at practice, and of course you got me on my back, I'm drawing a play, it's like Bruno, right? And he sort of said, you guys need some help in the forwards. You need some help? I'm like, absolutely. So Ray jumped in and helped us out quite a bit with our lineouts and our scrums. And I think it was because of that, and because the guys learning it wasn't just about pass me the ball, that we won Southern California and had that magical season, that U12 season. So thank you, Ray, appreciate it. By the way, so Ray Jr., his son, that was our fullback at U12, he's now the starting nose tackle for Boston College, getting ready for the combine. So Vic Pretorius, I got to tell a quick story about Vic. So it's before a game, and we come to the field. There's this guy out there. He's about 40 yards out, drop kicking, 40-yard drop kicks through the uprights. I'm like, holy smoke! I walk up to this guy. I'm like, wow, what's your name? He said, Vic Pretorius. I said, any way you want to fudge your birth certificate? We could use a guy like you. So, we got to talking, and he brought his son, Mark, out to play, and Vic's just a great guy, and so I said, well, he said, hey Kevin, any chance I can come out and help out, I'd love to do it. I said, well Vic, we'd love to have you anytime. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays, he says, well, I work quite a bit, but I'll get up when I can. And so I said, great. By the way, what do you do? And I said, well, I work over at UCSD in the cardiac center. So I said, well, what exactly do you do? He said, well, I'm a doctor. I said, well, what kind of doctor? And so after pulling teeth, he's basically the guy that does the heart transplants at UCSD, saving lives every day. So, what a great guy with so much stress. I'm thinking, he'll never show up. I mean, how can this guy do that? Can you imagine? But sure enough, he would come when he could. He'd come in and run over in his scrubs, actually. And it was just amazing. So such great support, that whole with you ethos. But I remember one day, it was about 20 minutes before the game was going to start. I kind of corner my eye and look up. Is that Vic? So Vic's out of his car, and he's got the scrubs on, and he reaches in the back seat, and pulls out this igloo. And I'm thinking, dude, we got this. Right? He's kind of running over. I'm like, really, we got it. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's between jobs or whatever. He's got it packed with ice. So he comes over the sideline, and he opens it up, but don't do it. And of course, he had the Gatorade that day. So, anyways, Vic, thanks a lot, buddy. Great having you. So there's a couple other things I want to mention about support. One of the things I did, besides coaching, was put on a fundraising event to help scholarship kids called the La Jolla Shark Bait Classic. And we would do a swim from the cove to the shores and a run. We did it for a number of years. And so, that was important to me. And I think it's important to the club to help kids who wouldn't otherwise be able to play our sport. So I think it's important that we continue that scholarship fund, and I want to let you know that I'm going to deliver a $1,000 check to you guys so you can get that fund popped up. I also want to let you know is I will match anyone who pays $20 in that same fund. So, guys, $20, right? I'm going to match it. Give the check to Ramon for that. The last thing I would say is just other people stepping up in the community. And I know Mark McKinnon's here. I wanted to mention Mark. He always stepped up with the club, his son Mitchell, and anytime we did the shark bait, they had the KUSI guys, coming down and helping us out. So big supporter. Dan Sabika for Sabika's Restaurant. I went to high school with Dan. He was a rugby player from UCSB. And every time I needed something, I'd text Dan, we need a donation. He'd sort of reply back, with you, And then Sean and Carla Boren. So Sean is, I think, our 4-time winner of the shark bait. Also, he's an Ironman, and he's getting ready for the Boston Marathon. And his wife, lovely wife, Carla, who always helps out in that event. And then finally, I want to say thank you to my wife, Helen, who was with me every step of the way throughout this process of coaching and growing the club and everything that we did. Thank you, Helen. Awesome. We have a pallet of mouth guards in our garage if anybody needs it. And so I'm going to wrap it up by once again saying thank you for everything to the Mustangs, Ramon, David, and Maddie. And everybody out there. And I just want to say, go Mustangs. The Gitres are with you.